Today on Celebrity Talk, we are the Sassy Silver Sisters. Oh my goodness, who are we talking about today?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes.
He's all over the TV.
He is off. Well, actually, he's everywhere. Every time I turn on any type of social media, he's there because he knows.
Really?
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing. But let me tell you
Smart
a little
cookie.
something about this guy. He was born in 1972.
Just a youngin'.
Yeah.
Still a little pup.
Yeah. He stands 7 foot 1 inch tall.
He's a giant.
Shaquille O'Neal was one of the most dominant players in the NBA before his retirement in 2011. Okay, now who is he? Shaquille O'Neal is one of the most dominant players in the NBA history, helping his teams to win NBA championships and Olympic gold. Following his 2011 retirement, O'Neal became an NBA analyst. I remember seeing him discussing stuff, working alongside with likes of Charles Barkley and Ernie Johnson. Yeah, I remember. So he was born in New Jersey. After graduating Cole High School in San Antonio, Texas, he enrolled in Louisiana State University and would go on to become one of the most dominant players, of course, in NBA. So let's see. He has the stats. You can look it up. I got this. This is biography. We won't go into all the stats.
Oh, he's a good guy.
He has made a lot of money in basketball. That's for sure. Wow. O'Neal then, this is towards the end, traveled to Midwest, joining Cleveland Cavaliers via a trade deal that cost the team $500,000 and 2 players. He's a smart cookie, let me tell you. He knows what he's doing. Music career. Did you know he had a music? You did?
He used to rap. Yep.
He did?
Yep. I think that was part of the show because he had this little, it was a limited series show, and I watched it all because it's just cool to see these people in their own environment.
Right.
And how they are. And, of course, he seemed to be real on the show.
He's comfortable with himself.
Because it was a reality show.
Yeah.
But he just seemed to be a real person, and he was kind to people.
Yes.
But he was also very... it's like he's not going to have people take advantage of him.
Well, you learn through experience too.
Because he worked for everything he got.
He was acting.
He's done some acting.
Woo! Okay, here it says, ownership with an eye on expanding his business footprint, O'Neal acquired a Master of Business Administration degree from Barry University in Florida in 2005. Whoa, okay.
Yeah, because he didn't finish his education until later.
No. Okay. O'Neal is also prominently involved in the restaurant industry, having purchased a Krispy Kreme in Atlanta, opened his own Southern cuisine restaurant
I didn't know
called
that.
Shaquille's in Los Angeles. In 2019, he joined Papa John's.
Yeah. And that's
right.
when he did the reality show.
Oh, okay.
Because there was a big brouhaha about him. He was the only black person or something that he was the owner of, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But they were having a problem with him.
For whatever reason.
And he wanted to make it right with the community of where one of the Papa John's was.
Okay.
And it was a black community, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, he just wanted to have, to let them know, he cares about these people.
Right.
And so, I think it's fine. But being with Papa John's, I think he was the only black
I don't know. It
black
doesn't say
owner,
that here.
owner. I don't know if he's the owner or a black person.
He joined Papa John's board of directors
Board
and
of
became
directors.
a brand ambassador. That's why you see a lot of
That's what it
him
was.
going around giving out pizzas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you hear noise in the background, it's
raining.
having a storm. Now, this is the law enforcement. O'Neal has also made headlines for his forays in law enforcement. He was designated as an honorary U.S. Deputy Marshal in 2005 and in 2016.
And that was where? In Orlando? Was there Orlando?
Clayton County, Georgia.
That was in
He was
Georgia.
sworn in sheriff's deputy. In 2019, O'Neal became an auxiliary deputy for the Broward County Sheriff's Office in Florida.
Okay, that's where it was. I thought.
Yeah. Isn't that where his house is?
Yes.
I don't know. He has 4 children with his ex-wife, Shauna Nelson, as well as another daughter by an ex-girlfriend. And guess what his shoe size is?
Okay, so he's 7 feet.
Multiplied by.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's probably 17. What is it?
I don't know.
22.
He's got big feet.
If this is right, now I got this off the
I think he has
biography.
to have his custom made, right?
Yeah, he does. He does.
And that was
because-
another thing on the show. He took a kid because
I know.
he took kids shoe shopping
Yeah.
because he knew, how hard it was to get shoes for.
Well, he made friends with this particular guy.
yeah.
No, that does his shoes.
Oh,
And so he brings in
yeah.
needy
Kids.
kids to
That's nice.
to get their shoes made.
Right.
And so he gives back to the guy that's
Right.
helped him. He's just a good guy. I can't help it. I like him. So that's it on the biography. So what other businesses I wonder he's in?
Well, he's in the restaurant, obviously.
He said on one of the shows,
He's in the
the
shoe
deal
business.
that he passed on, the worst mistake, he said, in business. He goes, this coffee company wanted him.
Starbucks.
It was Starbucks.
And he said, yes. And he said, nobody in the black community drink coffee.
Well, there you go.
He said, so that was his worst mistake. He's sorry. But he's involved in Google.
Is it really?
That man, I'm telling you, he is smart.
He doesn't let any grass grow under his feet.
No, he doesn't.
Well, it's good for him.
And he uses his fame for good, like with the kids with the shoes.
Right.
Now what he's doing, he loves Walmart.
Oh, he goes and pays for
He
people to stay away.
He says he goes and he looks for the moms. He finds out what the kids, he makes a special trip to do this. So he finds a kid that the single moms can't afford to buy the kid like a bicycle.
Right.
So he goes, come on over here. And then you see him talking to the kid. Now you mind your mother.
Yeah.
Right.
And he gives them rules to
Right.
go by. Do you think that kid's ever going to forget?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's what he said to him
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. You mind your mother, you whatever. And he gave these kids a list of rules because I think he was a little bit of
Troubled soul.
trying to get into trouble.
But
I don't know exactly what the problems
Right.
were, but things changed. Either what somebody said to him or whatever, and he wants to do good.
Right.
He doesn't want to create.
Well, when his mom married his stepdad, who he considers his dad,
Right.
His stepdad had rules.
Oh, his stepdad was strict?
Yes.
I think he was in the
Yes,
service or something.
he was.
Oh, okay.
And he had rules.
Yeah.
And he did well with that, and he really loved that man.
Well, you know what? Kids, even, you think because they're in trouble, because they have no, guidance and rules to live by. It's like if you
Right.
go by the rules, you won't get in trouble.
Right.
So, you know, he's lived it a little bit. And then, but then he had somebody step in to help him.
Right.
You know, so,
Right.
and you feel, feel bad.
You can tell he's still learning to this day.
Sure. No, you never stop learning.
Yeah, you can, because he is doing the social media thing.
Yeah. And he's trying to figure it out.
No, he's doing it.
Oh, he's doing it.
He's doing it. I know he's got people under him that do the social media because it does take a lot of time.
Yeah, it does.
But I saw he was on Ellen one time, and he has this big, massive house. At least unless he sold it, he's got this massive house.
Well, I mean,
and he's got like 15 bathrooms.
You got to put the money somewhere in real
that's
estate.
true.
I mean, you can't just like sit on money. That's why people that make all this money put their money and invest it in homes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So Ellen goes, because she's typical. She goes, "Do you have a housekeeper?" He goes, "No, I do it myself."
No, he does not.
He said, she goes, "Do you know?" He goes, "I'm teasing you." He said,
It would take you
"Do you know you have to flush them? Even if you don't clean them, you have to flush them." Is what she was telling them on the show.
You can't just let them sit.
All he kept saying was, "Really, really." She goes,
So
"I'm
if you
telling
have 15 bathrooms, you better be rotating.
She said, "You tell your housekeepers to make sure that those toilets are flushed. It causes big problems if you don't.
Yeah.
You know, the gas buildup and all that." So, yeah.
That's true.
Because she says, "Dude, you don't. No, you don't clean your a 15 bathroom house. No, whatever it is.
That means he has probably about 12 bedrooms.
I don't know, but
it's
it's
bathroom.
massive. It's massive.
Well, if you have the money, why not?
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to invest
Plus,
it.
he's a big guy. He's got to have a big house. Can you see him in a... He said she said, "Do you use the whole house?" He goes, "Nope." He said, "I only have the kitchen and the bedroom."
In his office.
In his office. But when he comes home, it's all about the food. And then then he goes to bed. I mean, there's no... unless they're
He's a busy guy.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok where he was going, "Okay, what did he say? Something, what'd you get there?" The kids all had food in these styrofoam containers, right? Where they must have got food either delivered or they went and picked it up. And he goes, "What you got there?" And his daughter told him, he goes, "Okay, food tax." And he took a bite. And then he went around what you got there? And he goes, "Oh, okay, food tax." And he take a bite. He is a good guy. He really is. But he knows what he's doing. He's very, very smart in
business.
But I don't think he has to hunt for business.
No.
I think the business comes to him, and then he has to make the decision.
Well, sure. I think he's probably hounded by a lot of different companies.
I can imagine.
Everybody knows who he is. I mean,
right. Right.
He's a giant.
It has rules for his children.
Sure.
Or he did have.
Right.
I don't know their
Can you
ages
imagine
now.
being 7 feet tall and like going to an airport?
I think his
You
kids are
can
really
see
big
beyond everybody.
I think he's got one son that's in basketball.
And he's pretty bit tall. And then I think he has a daughter that's pretty
He has.
tall,
I
too.
saw a video, and he was getting an award. Oh, he was being inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Then he brought his son.
And no, he brought all 6 children.
Oh, okay.
He's such a good guy.
He had 3 at that time. He had 3 girls and 3 boys.
Oh.
And he introduced every single one of them. The girls first, of course, from oldest to youngest. And he's got 1 girl in sports.
Oh, he does
He
have
has
one
girl in
Okay.
sports. And then out of the 3 boys, he has 1 boy that's really
Yeah, I know
good
he
in
has the
sports.
1 boy.
So he has 1 of each that are really good in sports.
Okay.
But he introduced every single one of them, and then he introduced his wife. He was still married at the time, and introduced his wife.
Aw.
But it was very good. I listened to it. It was very good. He thanked a ton of people.
I guess so, because he's involved with like a lot of businesses, but he's got all these people that he knows in sports.
Right.
Well, he was thanking people that were role models for him. He was thanking people that, like his dad, but I think his dad had passed away at that time. His mom was there. He thanked her. He thanked some coaches from high school.
Well, when you think about it, you don't get to where he is.
Right. I mean, he thanked a lot of people.
Right.
You know,
Right.
we all have people that help us along the way in our
But
life.
he's got such a good sense of humor.
Yeah, he does.
And
He's
he was
funny.
really funny.
He is funny.
So he was
funny.
going out and delivering pizza, right? He said, first ask your mom, I want to give you a pizza, but you got to ask your mom if it's okay.
Yeah, he was out on the street, right?
Yeah. So, are you Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I remember
He
that.
goes, no, I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm better than Michael Jordan.
He's funny.
He is hilarious. So you guys need to check him out.
He's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, he does have a TikTok channel. I don't know about any place else, but I see his
He said
videos
something
everywhere.
in his speech about, I guess somebody had commented on him early on that he wasn't very good at something, but he had a great smile.
Oh.
All I have to do is
and he
flash his
flashes
pearly
his
white.
smile.
He is
And
such a cheeser.
I'm thinking to myself, he does have a great smile.
He does. He does. He's very, and he
That's
takes the jokes. He was on Steve Harvey on that Family Feud one time, and Steve Harvey was giving them.
Oh gosh, those two together. Oh
Yeah.
my.
He goes, well, I usually like to, when they look at the answers, and everybody has to turn around and look at the answers on Family Feud. He said, well, I usually like this part because I wrap my arm around the person, but I don't know.
I mean, Steve
So,
has his butt
he
probably
had it on,
right
he
there.
had it on the top of his butt, right? And Shaq goes, takes his hand and puts it down lower.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're so funny. Anyway, so if you guys know him, that would be nice. Put it in the comment. If you guys
Met him?
Yeah, met him, because he's very personable.
Or know anything that we didn't.
Do you know somebody that knows somebody that knows him? No. If you have any more information on him, like, we're curious
comment.
about his businesses too.
Yeah.
What businesses?
He's a
he
smart
owns.
guy.
He is a smart guy.
I watched several videos on him, but one was he was talking about moving and graduating from high school, going to college. Well, something happened in his first year, and he called his dad and said, "Dad, I think I want to go pro," or he wanted to leave college.
Right.
And his dad hung up on him. He goes, "Well, I guess that was a no."
Well, his dad's better than me, because I'd be going, "Are you stupid? I'm paying for your education."
But then when he got into junior year in college, he said the only way the other teams could win was to literally continually foul him to get him out of the game.
So he wouldn't have a chance to play.
Yeah, so he really didn't have a chance to play.
Right.
And his dad, of course, followed him, and he called his dad
He wasn't getting a fair
and
shot.
said, "Dad, I'm ready to quit." And his dad let him. And that's when he went pro.
So
He must have had offers.
That's
ahead
why
of
he didn't
time.
finish college.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he went pro.
But he
And
finished
college
college
later. Which
Because
is
that
good.
he promised his mom he
That
would
he would.
finish college, and he did.
Yeah.
But it's if they're what they did to him and allowed happened to him on the court wasn't right.
No, but that's what they do. I've heard people talk about
Excuse
that.
me.
about, you know, illegal fouls, and they're you know, it's worth it to them to do this.
Yeah.
To keep this person from scoring.
But you know, if it happens every single game
well,
to the
I know
same
he didn't
guy,
have the opportunity to excel, I guess.
But his dad was wise because he saw it. So
yeah, he was
understood.
watching. He knew it
He
wasn't
understood
right. Yeah.
what he was going through.
So now, so now, if you've noticed, if you pay attention, I hope you do, he gives back, and everything he's doing is not, it does more than one thing.
Right.
Like when he goes to give to the families the pizzas, it's advertisement for the company,
Sure.
you know.
Sure.
And when he goes to buy shoes, it's an advertising for the company. I don't know if he's part in Walmart or not, but he loves Walmart. He has the world record in the Walmart order. And some, because he moved into a house and he wanted everything.
Well, you know, you think
So he
about
ordered everything, and it was like, what? But he got it all from Walmart.
Getting scammed.
Well, yeah.
Who orders this much?
Yeah. And then he said they said, have you ever went on a dating site? He said, yeah, I did. He said, I went on Tinder once. He said, and there was this really hot girl, really nice looking girl, but she didn't believe I was who I was. That she thought I was a scam. If you were Shaq, you wouldn't be on this site.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So he never went on it again.
But he
that's
looked
tough.
like him. He talked like him.
It's tough.
I
when
mean,
you're
how many
celebrity.
Shaqs are there?
It's
I mean,
tough.
Yeah, I know, but there's also a lot of scams out there.
Yeah, but that's true.
Yeah.
But it's tough when you're a celebrity. If you're a celebrity, you should not be on those things.
Well, I guess maybe he was bored. I don't know, but he said she was really good looking, and he really wanted. He said he about begged her.
It could have been she was
Well,
not
you know,
who she was either.
That's true.
You know?
that could be. But if you just met in person once, I think you would be a believer.
Yeah, but she hadn't met yet. They were
Yeah,
going to meet.
they're on a website.
He said, just go to so and so, just for a cup of coffee or whatever.
In a public place.
Yeah, and she's refused. He couldn't convince her.
Wow.
She messed up.
Yeah,
She messed
up. Her loss.
Her loss.
All right, stay tuned for another episode of
Celebrity Talk.